We're back for day 2 recap of Download Festival 2025. And yesterday was a big day for us, obviously. And we mentioned this in the first kind of recap, but Sleep Token were the headline band on the Saturday of Download Festival. We will get to them. But before then, there were obviously a bunch of other bands to check out as well. I started my day with, I was trying to see what I thought was going to be a secret set. There's a whole gap on the schedule of one of the other stages. And the rumors were that Trivium were going to show up and do a surprise set. So I went over there, waited for 5 minutes, waited for 10 minutes. No band showed up. So went back over to the main stage and saw Static Dress. Did you also see them?
Yeah. No, I was hanging out with you. I'm just trying to remember the day. I'm sweating my balls off. I'm sunburned. Like, I'm having a great time. Like, yeah, we were thinking it was going to be Trivium, right? So
we thought about that. And then
I heard rumors too, so that was kind of disappointing. But whatever, we got to see Static Dress, and like 11 a.m. they were like creating a mosh pit, and like that's really cool, but way too early in the day.
Yeah, in the morning to be having they were pretty fucking chaotic, like a screamo band. And I thought it was, I enjoyed the energy of it.
Yeah.
I thought his scream vocals were great. I thought the band, did a decent job of running around the stage and making it engaging. I didn't think it was the best vocal performance in the world, but I liked that it wasn't auto-tuned to hell, so I respected their set.
The panic chords hit hard live, though. Yeah, and it was sick. The pyro was sweet, too, but then the band afterwards, very, very excited to see. They were a little late on it, but Loathe.
Yes.
They started, I grabbed a coffee, so I had a coffee in hand, and then I saw Loathe open up their set with a new song. And this is fucking amazing. I'm in a different country with a coffee, hearing new Loathe, that was peak. Well, we'll get to that also, but...
Early peak. When you say, I can't remember the song. Was it the brand new song, or was it an unheard song?
No, the very first song they also played that, but the very first song was a new song too.
Oh, I
don't know heavy as hell.
I don't know the material enough to know. So I was like, it's just one of the other songs I don't know. But
for a while there, I'm like, this isn't something from the Cold Sun. No, I'm like, it's really heavy. I'm like, I don't remember them going this heavy. So, spoiler, the new album is going to be pretty heavy.
Yeah, and we were lucky enough, actually, we had a word with the singer of Loathe later on that afternoon. Lovely dude. Nice to get some
funny too.
Yeah.
His biceps are huge.
He is stacked. I felt very frail standing next to him and yourself, like an absolute mountain. But that was cool. Yeah, we've had an opportunity to chat to some amazing people. You met someone from Sikth, was it, as well?
Yeah, so I noticed him because Sikth is like one of my high school bands. I still listen to them today. Their guitar work has influenced the scene today. I believe they're the band that started the whole you hit the open note like boom, and then finger tapping like boom, where all the bands kind of do that now today. I think Sikth were the first. So I saw Graham, the guitarist, at the VIP area, and I just had to say, dude, you're a legend. Like, thank you for everything you do. I cannot wait to see your set, which is going to be today, the final show.
Yes, that is true.
But yeah.
That was great. Those have been lovely chats. Loathe were really good. I was very impressed. Fucking heavy. It's like really heavy live. They don't do a lot of at least at Download, they weren't doing a lot of their slower kind of shoegazy sort of moments. It was the heaviness that they delivered. And it was impressive. It was loud as fuck and very good. I enjoyed them for sure.
Just trying to do a recap. We're not just texting.
Yeah. This is the line, because the thing about festivals is there's so many bands, and you might even see a few minutes of one band, and they go right, I got to go to this other stage to catch this other one. I didn't see Kim Dracula, though I was hoping to. Did you manage to see?
Yeah, I saw the tail end of it. Weird, wild, saxophone and just kind of vocals. It's so out there and knows how to put on a great show. It was a good time. I only caught the last 2 songs though.
Okay,
but
fine.
It was cool though.
It sounds like what I would expect it to be.
Yeah, they're very ADD kind of music. Yeah. It's really cool. I just was at the side of the stage, so I didn't get the best viewing too, but still, I'm glad I caught some of it.
Fair enough. Yeah, I would have liked to, but I had an interview with Jamie from Polaris, so obviously did that instead, which was a lovely chat. At some point, that'll be ending up on my channel, I'm sure. After that, I caught a bit of Currents. Do you see Currents?
I did. Now, I love Currents. I love the band. Unfortunately, the set, to be honest, was very muddy sounding. It was way too bass heavy.
Yeah.
So, for the breakdown into Despair, it's you can hear his vocals say, I sat back and I let the devil in.
Sounded like the devil actually came in. Is what it was. Yeah, I thought the sound was letting them down a little bit. Which is a shame. Sometimes that might happen. But I saw a bit of them. I wasn't wowed by it, but they seemed like they enjoyed the crowd that they had.
Oh, the crowd was awesome. Yeah, they were having a good time too. Unfortunately, just where we were, like, yeah, the bass was way too much.
Yeah, fair enough. I saw a bit of them, and then I saw a bit of Lolo, which is a sort of pop rock, pop punk sort of a tone, but with a very like Hannah Montana kind of stage performance. It was quite an odd mix. I kind of enjoyed it. I thought it was all right, interesting.
I didn't know you caught that.
Yeah, I caught
it. Did you miss Poppy?
I saw bits of Poppy because the main stage was easy to catch on the way in between other stages, and I'd seen Poppy recently already with Baby Metal.
Okay.
And I'd already got a sense of what the live show was, and fucking her live stream vocal is incredible. That is worth seeing. And she seemed like she did a pretty strong show. It was a huge crowd for her, as you might imagine. But also there's a ton of autotune that they use live that I personally don't love from a live performance, so I kind of skipped it. Yeah,
and also like I can't help to laugh when they're doing the voiceover. It's like, hello, I'm Poppy. And she's just like kind of going like this. And then
skipping around the stage.
But then like when she starts screaming, it's piercing. And like the pyro too, she put on a good show too. They played Van.
Yes.
Which I'm like, I thought this was a Bad Omen song featuring Poppy. Like, is Noah going to show up? I was actually thinking that might happen, but whatever. It was still cool. Really, she crushed it.
Sometimes those surprise vocalists do show, even from like across the seas. They'll suddenly appear at Download Festival, so it's always worth having a look.
I busted my camera just in anticipation for it, but yeah, it didn't show up. Yeah,
that's a shame. I also got a little bit of Holy Wars. They were decent enough, and then one of the biggest bands I was looking forward to yesterday, Polaris. You'd never seen Polaris before. I've seen them a few times. I was fully expecting it to be great, and it's on the second stage, which is great sound. They fucking destroyed. It was so good. What did you make of them?
Yeah, they were sick. They were so sick.
They come out with such like chilled confidence and just, I described it to Jamie as like, it's like a Hadouken of passion from start to finish. So controlled, so effortless in its own way, and just fucking amazing.
Sounded so tight. The crowd was amazing for it. And Polaris's music just translates incredibly well live because they're all about the bounce. You cannot help to headbang or jump. It is made for that kind of setting. So they were so sick live. Definitely one of the highlights of this entire festival.
I totally agree. Yeah. Not even just that day, but of the whole festival. They were one of the peak bands for me. Then, I mean, the body was getting pretty tired at that stage.
Yeah, this is when we took a break. This is when I was double fisting the beers and filming the podcast.
Yeah, we had some drinks. We got some shade because the sun has been pretty relentless, which is very unlike Download, and I'm not really built for it. It's slapping on sunscreen. But, so yeah, took a little bit of break there.
Yeah.
In order to pace ourselves for what was to come. But before Sleep Token, I did catch a bit of Dayseeker.
Oh, yeah?
Now, out of nowhere, the heavens opened, and it was just pissing with rain. So, which is good news for Dayseeker, because they were playing in a tent, and everyone ran to that tent to avoid the rain. So it was like 10 people deep outside of the tent, people seeing Dayseeker, which is really cool for them. They sounded great. Rory's got some great live vocals. So, yeah, they were as aptly impressive as I expected them to be. I saw like 3 songs of theirs, and then it was all about trying to get in the right location to fully enjoy Sleep Token.
Yeah, I've seen Dayseeker live, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pace myself, let my body rest, and by resting was fueling it with alcohol. So I don't know about that, but
beer and tequila, good.
I missed the Shinedown, which was kind of a little bit disappointing. Sex Pistols, I missed them with Silosis, but I had to prep myself for Sleep Token. Yeah, we were at the VIP section. I had a few tequila shots in me. I had a good buzz. The sun is out. Then the events. We walked over, got ourselves a good spot. We showed up like an hour,
we had an hour and 15
earlier.
or so to wait for
them.
them.
Because we knew it was going to get jam-packed.
Yes.
We planned for it.
Absolutely. Because, you know, they're one of our favorite bands, obviously, and you want to put yourself in a position to enjoy the ones that you're pretty confident you will enjoy during the festival. You can't see every band, so focus on the ones you're really keen on, which we did there. And yeah, it was quite a thing. They had this wind noise, and they were covering the stage with this black sheet, and the actual wind blew off one of the sheets before I think it was supposed to.
Yep.
But they came out, I thought at the start, the fucking stage was super impressive. It was huge. The lighting was amazing. They clearly went all out. I thought the sound was decent at the start, and Vessel was doing an excellent job, as he always does. He's got a good voice. But I thought as the set went on, perhaps they relaxed more. It was going really great. And it just got better and better and better for me. I was really, like, by the end of it, I was in awe of the spectacle we got to enjoy.
Yeah. And it made sense that they started with Look to Windward. Yeah. So all the wind, everyone knew, okay, it's going to be Look to Windward. And then when they actually dropped it, when they said, or the curtains, when, will you halt this eclipse in me? And then just that scream, that, the drop tune guitars, it was just,
band.
it felt monstrous. It felt huge. And I filmed it on my, iPhone, and I did like a zoom in right at that time. It's like one of my favorite videos I've taken so far on this trip, is just that quick zoom in, because it's that punch before the drop. I'm like, oh my God, here we go. So
there were so many moments where I was conscious of, that chatter, but like, oh, Sleep Token, they're not even a metal band. There were so many moments I'm looking around the crowd in the fucking metal, obviously, moments. Everyone's just like, fucking, it was so heavy, so loud, and it was phenomenal. And a surprise best song of the set for me was Caramel. That went so hard.
I think that was a surprise for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because Caramel's a great song.
Yeah.
It's just more, they're heavy hitters because they played the offering to the breakdown hits. But Caramel, it was a vibe. People are dancing, right? Like, sorry. But that's how I dance. I can't help it, especially with a couple tequilas. But then afterwards, like people were also singing along. Like the chorus is incredible to that song. It's huge. And then it goes off for that ending, which is just like black metal intensity. And it is such a heater live. Oh my God.
Cool. And so many of the songs were accentuated because of the Aspera backing vocals. So the 3 backing singers for them, which aren't on the album. So they give live shows a different feeling. And like in moments like the repeating an emergence, the wrap your arms around me, halfway through the repetition, they come in. So they give it a bit of variety and it develops a different way.
Yep.
They were fucking huge as well. That was good. 2 did an amazing drum solo, but actually in the summoning, Vessel did a piano solo, which I've never seen him do before.
Oh, that's new.
Normally
this is only
he's
second
chilling,
time seeing them.
And then 2 does like a longer solo.
Yeah.
The first half of the kind of expanse, Vessel was doing a piano solo, and then he hands it over to 2 way up in the rocks. It's fucking awesome.
It's just the people who say they're not a metal band, and then the summoning goes harder and more progressive, and the technical chops from the musicians is just like just as insane as some of the big acts in metal today.
It was awesome. And it was a greatest hits kind of set.
Just banger to banger to banger.
All over the albums, including a song from the EP. Thread the Needle got played.
Literally jaw was dropped. I'm like,
I think you turned around and you were like, what?
I'm like, I was genuinely shocked. I'm like, are they actually going to play the whole thing? Or is it just like a little bit of it? And I was, oh my God. And actually George messaged me on Instagram. I just saw, he was glad that I caught that, because hearing one of the first songs that he produced in that kind of production just is so cool for him to see. And as like a fan, an early adopter to the band, hearing that song live in that setting where it's like, now it's dark at this point, the sun is setted, and it's just moody. The vibes were immaculate, and the breakdown of the ending just crushed. It was incredible to hear Thread the Needle live.
Yeah, it does make you flash back to like that same band that we discovered many years ago is now headline Download Festival, and they smashed it. It was excellent. It's phenomenal. I'm sure we'll chat more about it when we catch up with Drew as well and go into some more details. But here's just a brief recap of the Saturday. We're a couple bands into the Sunday now. Birb's going to have a banana, and we'll catch you for the next recap for Sunday very soon.
Cheers.